Good morning. We're going to be working in the bee yard today. We'll do a couple of things, so stay tuned. Good morning. Welcome to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I'm going to be building a little shelf to attach to the back of the bee barn, and on this shelf it's going to hold a bee feeder. It's time to feed the bees. The nectar stopped flowing, and this will give them a better chance at growing the hive out to be able to survive through the winter. So let's put something together from my scrap that I found. I found this L bracket specifically for shells and a leftover chunk of wood. So we're going to go ahead and put the L bracket on. Okay, I got my shelf. Now let's go ahead and go down to the bee yard and attach it to the back of the bee barn. It's not going to be an exact science, but I just want it high enough and level for when I put the bee feeder on there. Okay, that's stable enough. Now that the shelf is installed, we're going to go ahead and build a feeder. What I have here is a leftover two-piece waterer that you can pick down. This is a poultry waterer plastic. You can pick that up for a couple bucks down at your local hardware store. And I have some scissors, some aluminum screening material, and a black Sharpie. So we're going to configure this to make it safe for bees to be able to drink from and won't drown. Here, roll a portion of my screen out. And I cut off only what I'm going to use. Mark that with a pen so I know where to cut it. I'm going to cut just on the outside of the line. It's not going to be perfect. Alright, garbage. Now we're going to center this piece in the middle here, and we're going to draw another circle. And then we're going to roll it like this, all the way around the circle. Shove that down in there. Okay, there it is. Now it's time to go in and concoct the formula for the feed. Okay, I mixed my feed, and what I have is I have 12 cups of sugar, 10 cups of water, and 2 tablespoons of Bee Healthy. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it in over here away from the bees because they'll be swarming. And this was perfect size to fill this container. So let's go feed the ladies. There, it gives them plenty of puddles to be able to drink from, and a base on which they can walk on. Now, I did consider putting stones in there, but after reconsideration of placing stones in there, it would be a mess having to empty those stones out each time I refill this. So the screen is the best option, where it just stays put and I can just turn it upside down, pop the base off, refill it and reattach it, turn it back upside down, and we're good to go. Okay, I'm suited up and we're going to go ahead and do some hive inspections and get things situated for the rest of the summer. So hang with me and we'll do some peeking. Okay, what I just did there was what they call checkerboarding. Fat Bee Man, Don the Fat Bee Man, who has a wonderful resource channel for beekeepers. And he is the professional of professionals, in my opinion. So he taught checkerboarding, and that is putting an empty frame between every other frame, moving them over, taking empty frames out that are no longer being worked, and that way the bees have room to draw out and the queen has more room to put in brood, and it also helps build a stronger hive to get ready for winter. I did just put pollen patty in there on top of the frames so they can have pollen to build their pollen patties with, their little pollen cakes in the cells, and that will help because that triggers the queen to lay more brood with a flow of pollen. And then I've got the feed over here, which will give them the nectar and the medicine that they need to stay healthy. This hive is really healthy. It's I was hoping to do a split off of it, but they haven't done much with the lower box. I moved all the brood chambers up and hoping that the queen would come down and lay in the lower drawn out frames, but on the outside of it, from what I'd seen, there was no drawn out comb except for the center. They drew that out, and I'm hoping the queen starts laying brood down there and building out, so I'll have a good strong hive there for the winter. And then in the spring I'll work on splits, and we'll do that on another video. I want to thank you guys for joining me in my apiary today here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment, and I will see you guys on another video. Bye bye.